Welcome back everybody to the channel, Denver the Kid here, and today we are doing a season 12 legend tier list. And in the past I have done like longer tier lists, but in this one I'm going to try to just like go through it rapid fire, let's try to get this thing done in under 10 minutes. Actually under 20 minutes, all right? So let's go. We have S, A, B, and C tier, and starting off C tier, we have Seer. He came out with a bang, and then just like his scans, you saw it, and then it went away. He's a good legend. Like I think this season, all of the legends are good. So most of the legends I'm going to be talking about just need just different buffs. I might do a different video talking about buffs for different legends. He's a good legend if you want to be useful for your team. Just there are better legends. So next up we have Watson. Now her fences are good if you can get them set up and in front of the building, and if you can get them where people can't. Well, she can't break her own fences, but if you can get people that can't break up their own fences, then she's pretty good. But it is usually pretty hard, and just like her and Rampart, both of them require setup. They're both good legends if you can get set up. So like in control mode, they're like A if not S tier. But this is in control mode. So that's why unfortunately we have to put Watson and Rampart in C tier. Next we have Revenant. Also, the tiers are not in a specific order. Like Revenant isn't better or worse than like Watson or Rampart. I think in arenas he is A tier, just for the simple fact of his ultimate, because you can very easily coordinate it with your squad so much easier in arenas, and it's just so good. Also, in normal games it is good, but his silence is fine. Majority of legends, it's still not. It still could just be better. His wall climbing is his one redeeming feature. His wall climbing and his totem are both amazing. Just there are better. But okay, I just want to see this. He's not fun to play, except for that he kind of is fun to play, because name one other legend in the game that can do this. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, next up, we have a lot of legends in C tier this season. We kind of have two legends. It's Mirage and Lifeline. I'm putting them both here because depending on the different scenario, their resin capabilities are, I think, equally as good. Like if you're Mirage resin, unless they literally saw you immediately res them, they're not going to know where you are, so you're going to be able to get the res off. And so then it comes down to his ultimate is much better than Lifeline's, and his tactical is worse than Lifeline's. So I think both of them are good legends that could use buffs. And if you want to have fun, I would recommend playing either one of them. Probably Mirage if you want to have more fun. Now, getting into B tier, we have Bangor. She's an amazing legend. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. She's great legend, great abilities. But this season hurt her even more because of the massive crypto buff. It's I just feel bad for all Bangor mains, Shiv FPS. Just because she just isn't good in the meta because of one thing, scans. She is good, but especially now since crypto got his buff, you don't really want to run her. You do want to run her if you can get a good coordinated team comp, and if you also have a Bloodhound on your team, then she is definitely more viable. That's why I put her in B tier. Next, This is maybe going to cause a little bit of controversy. Next time I'm putting Mad Maggie. I think Mad Maggie is a B tier legend. Probably definitely just like the top of B tier. But the reason I'm putting her there is because her passive is nice, but you could just unequip your weapons for that time. Her tactical is good, but I feel like but there's only one charge, and you can't get that much value if you just shoot it at an enemy. Like, in the middle of a fight. They have to be hiding behind something. So that's why I kind of put her behind Ashe, really. The Ashe isn't in this tier, though. Ashe is much higher. Her ultimate is a decent escape tool, but I think she was definitely way overrated. Next, we have the Pathfinder. Now, Pathfinder, I don't like playing him just because I'm awful with his grapple. I think I've heard a lot of people saying like he's like the funnest legend in the game, and I can kind of like agree with that. Like if you got down his grapple, he's definitely gonna like bring some good times. The only issue is his grapple is his kit. Like his kit, like literally is the grapple and the zip line, and being a fridge. They're both really good, but he's just not as good. Like, he is good, but he needs some kind of passive. Some kind of passive, and he'll be an A tier. Next, we have Horizon. Horizon, I think, is a great spot. You could easily put her in A tier. But, yeah, I think it's mainly her ultimate. It's way too easy to destroy. Way too easy to destroy, or to just like not hit anybody with it because of its short range and stuff. Her tactical and passive, like together, like can like do some like amazing things, especially if you like love movement and stuff. But for the average player and it's just her ultimate that makes her not as viable. So next, but she is a great legend. I don't think they should buff or nerf her. Maybe a small radius buff to her ultimate, and then she'd be perfect. Next, we have Caustic. So they nerfed Caustic, or so they say they did. It doesn't really matter that much, but the only reason I'm taking him minus is because of the crypto buff. He would be an A tier if it wasn't for crypto. Amazing, great legend, great for defensing. His tactical nerf kind of did something. The crypto buff was more of a nerf than his tactical buff. Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. So if you're a Caustic main, you can still have fun this season. Now, one of my personal mains, the Fuse. His knuckle clusters are way underrated. Like, his knuckle clusters are basically his kit like Pathfinder, but they are so good, especially since you get 2 charges. His ultimate's fine, meh. His tactical is fine, meh. He is just, the knuckle clusters, and you get them so often. It's literally, well, that and combination with his tactical and ultimate, he's like one of the only legends that all of his kit works together. He's such a fun legend. Like, if you want to have fun, you literally need to play Fuse this season. Great legend. Now, moving into A tier. Now, next we have Wraith. Wraith last season was an S tier legend. This season, she's probably top of A tier. Her tactical is still arguably the best tactical in the game. For just like a get out of jail tool. The only reason I'm not putting her up higher is because that in the past she hasn't done as good on Olympus, and because her ultimate just struggles to be fully effective here. Oh my gosh, my volume's shot up. But she's a great legend, just this season in the current meta, I mean, not current meta, I mean current map rotation, she's not going to be as good. Still amazing legend though. You want to be a massive benefit to your team and like not have anything to worry about. Pick Wraith. She's an amazing legend. Next in A tier we have Octane. Octane. Great legend. You want to have fun? Play Octane or Fuse. His stam is amazing. His jump pad's amazing. His passive health generation is good. It still doesn't redeem it. I don't understand why they nerfed him so much. I mean, I understand because he had like a 25% pick rate in season 8, I think. But he's an amazing legend. Like, you want to have fun this season? Play Octane. He's also one of his best maps is Olympus. All right. What my iPad turned off, so I need to see where I put the other legends. All right, next legend in A tier. Where is she? The Queen of Loot herself, Loba. Her passive, A tier. Ultimate, S tier. Tactical, there's 2 things you need to be able to do with it, and then to buff her. She's an amazing legend. You can play her if you want to have a good time also. And just the only thing with her passive is I'm just gonna like talk about her passive here. I mean tactical. Let her be able to shoot guns while she's throwing it, and let her be able to throw that thing, just yeet that thing, like just like almost like the knuckle cluster. Let it be like that. Let it be like that, and then that's amazing. But she's still an amazing legend. From A is for amazing. Now, next we have the new and improved Crypto. His drone buff is very, very nice. Very, very nice. And I always think he's kind of been a really good legend. He's just like not had like the best like team comps or noticing. People haven't noticed him as much. So that's why I think he's been down here, down in like D tier for so long. But I think this season people are finally realizing what he does, how like powerful he is, and just like I feel like he's in a good meta. Like there was always a scanning meta, but this season he's finally gone into it. Great legend. All right. Next, we're moving into S tier. And, alright, let's first start off with the 2 surprise legends. Bloodhound's up here. I mean, of course he is. He's Bloodhound. He is Scanner, unbannable wall hacks. Yeah, it's kind of getting boring, the Bloodhound meta. I don't even play him because it's just boring. I don't think it's cheap. I just think he's a boring legend to play. Like, I know some people have fun with him, but I'd rather play Gibraltar than Bloodhound. Like, honestly. Like, I have, like, 690 damage on him. Boring legend, amazing legend. You need him on your team. Kind of sad. Next, what do I have to say? It's the same thing with Gibby. They nerfed him by adding Maggie. Well, they say they did. They didn't really because they increased the size of his bubble so you could still hide back here. And yeah, still amazing. No reason not. Same thing with Bloodhound. You need to pick him up, but even though you don't want to. All right. Next we have Ashe. Now Ashe has kind of been like, you thought she was Wraith 2.0, then you realize she wasn't. Then now you realize, because she isn't Wraith 2.0, but she's just different. And in past seasons, Wraith she's been in A tier. I think this season she's in S tier. I think mainly it's gonna be so easy to third party this season. Like I forgot you can't look at the map, but like you could see where people died. Then you can ult over there, then trap them, then team fire them. She's an amazing underrated legend this season that I think definitely you're gonna see a lot more picks on. And then next is I think Ashe is also balanced though. I think maybe her passing needs a slight nerf, but I think she is mainly balanced. Valkyrie, my personal main. I made her before people knew how that she was like S tier, so no one who didn't main her before is about to play her. She's my legend. I was the one who claimed her first, so anyone else who just started playing her ever since she started to be good, you don't count. Your parents don't love you, and you can only play Valkyrie if you actually played her, since she wasn't like known as being like one of the best legends in the game. Yeah, sorry about that, what I just said there. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, her only thing I think is nerf is how quick her ultimate is and how easy it is to use in that game. Like, if you can just hide behind a rock or Gibraltar bubble, you can like go like halfway across the map. She is kind of overpowered, but I love it. And that's it. That's my tier list. Who do I want to be for the intro? But yeah, Valkyrie. That's my tier list. If you disagree with me, then go make your own tier list. And yeah, there might have been like some controversy in here. I did my best to try to pick what I think will be, what I've seen other people do, and what I personally think. But yeah, so hope you guys liked the video. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. Bye. That took a while.